For the past several years, drugstore and affordable makeup has really been stepping it up, coming hard for the high-end stuff. And in fact, a lot of the drugstore things that you can get now are equal to or sometimes even better than high-end. So if you were wondering about some drugstore products and wondering if it was good or not, well, I have some suggestions. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am so happy that you are here with the rest of us. If you haven't already subscribed, I really hope that you will consider subscribing and ring the notification bell, so hopefully YouTube will give you a notification when I upload a new video. And if you want to follow me on my other social media accounts, I would love to see you over there as well. Now let's get into the drugstore makeup that I love best. You know, when I was thinking about doing this video, I was trying to, figure out how to do it. Should I break it up by brands? Should I break it up by products? Should I didn't know what to do. And so I decided just to break it up by products, different types of products, categories, I guess, if you will. And so just because they're in front of me, I'm going to start off with lip liners from the drugstore that I think are really great. I really love the NYX lip liners, the pencil form that you have to sharpen, because even though they are a pencil, they go on so creamy, and I have found that on me they last. In fact, they last longer than most of my lip products do after I, eat, after I drink, and I drink a lot of water all throughout the day. And the lip liner will still be there when the lipstick is gone sometimes. They have so many colors to choose from. You go to the NYX lip lining section of the drugstore or the drugstore side at Ulta, and there's just tons. And I have these. In fact, my go-to lip liner, my absolute favorite that I use over and over and over again more than any other, is Nude Beige, because it's such a versatile color and it goes so well with everything. I also love the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liners. This is a retractable formula where, you screw the little pencil out of the top and then you can screw it back in. It doesn't need to be sharpened. They're thinner than the NYX lip liners are, and go on just a little bit more smoothly than the pencil form does. But the lasting power of these is insane. In fact, last night I had to go somewhere. I had to run out to a drugstore about 8:30 at night, and I didn't even touch up my lip color or anything, and I was wearing this shade, which is Totally Toffee in the Maybelline. And before I went into the store, I did that little quick check you do in the mirror, and all I had on was lip liner on my lips, so I just kind of smeared it around and gave myself some color. But these are incredibly long lasting. So these Maybelline shaping lip liners are a fantastic deal, and this is something that I always look for when I'm in the drugstore. A drugstore brand of lip liner that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is from Rimmel. I don't find that they are as long-lasting as either the NYX or the Maybelline, but these are really pretty lip liners. They go on smooth. I haven't noticed any feathering up into the lines around my mouth. So the Rimmel lip liners are a really good deal from the drugstore, and usually they cost less than probably the NYX and definitely the Maybelline. So if you're just looking for something to try to see if you really like lining your lips, the Rimmel would be a really good one to start off with. These lip liners aren't as easy to find as the other ones that I've been talking about, but you can find them on Amazon, and they are affordably priced, like drugstore price, because they used to be sold in the drugstore. And this is from a brand called Jordana Cosmetics. I used to see these all the time in Walgreens, and then one day they were just gone, and I saw online that the brand had closed down, but apparently they just maybe took a break. So you can find them on Amazon, and I've got them linked below along with everything else that I'm talking about today, plus everything that I am wearing in case you want to go and look it up for yourself. But the Jordana lip liners are fantastic. I was just brokenhearted when I thought I couldn't get them anymore. I'm so thrilled that I can find them on Amazon these days, and they work great. When you're looking for lip liners in the drugstore, do not overlook Milani. These are fairly long lasting, but they are very, very smooth when you apply them to your lips. Again, I haven't noticed any feathering in these up into the lines around my mouth, and they hold my lipstick where they're supposed to. Again, they're easy to find, they're very affordable, and the Milani lip liners are definitely something that you should be looking for in the drugstore if you want a really good deal on a really great product. And the last lip liner I'm going to tell you about that I really love is not exactly at the drugstore, but it is at the dollar store. Dollar General, to be precise. This is from Believe Beauty, and this is the Dollar General makeup brand. Not all of the Believe Beauty products are that great, but some of them are outstanding, and I think their lip liner is one of those. I've only got this one because the Dollar General that's nearest my house always seem to be really understocked on the Believe Beauty products. I will tell you the staying power is not really great with these. It's not going to last a long time. But if you don't mind reapplying or you don't have to wear it for a very long time, it's a really good lip liner to have because it barely costs anything. Check out Believe Beauty the next time you stop in the Dollar General for anything and pick up one of these lip liners because I really think they are worth the price because they are so affordable. Eyeliner is another thing that you can find at the drugstore that rivals and sometimes even beats high-end eyeliners. One of them is in the drugstore section of Ulta. It's not sold in actual drugstores because it's ColourPop. And it's the BFF Cream Gel Liner. Even on aging, crepey, saggy eyelids, this goes on really smoothly. Gives you a gorgeous line of color across your eyes. And since it is a cream gel liner, you've got a little bit of time where you can smudge it out if you like a more smudged look with your eyeliner. And this comes in a ton of colors. This one is called Joyride, and it's kind of a maroon burgundy mix. So affordable. And the quality of this is, it really rivals, like, say, my Urban Decay liners that I love so much. So you can get it in the drugstore side of Ulta, or you can order it off the ColourPop website. It's not like it's hard to find, it's just not in the actual drugstore. One that can be found in some drugstores, but also can be found in the affordable side of Ulta, is Essence. Their extreme lasting eyeliners are just really a fantastic deal. You can't hardly beat the price of any Essence products. Like the ColourPop, they do go on smoothly, and you've got a little bit of a time to smudge them out. If you like a smudged look, that's really great if you're going to use it under your eyes. I wouldn't tight line with these because they do transfer from the upper waterline to the lower, but as far as on top of the eyelid against your lash line, these are fantastic eyeliners. And like I said, Essence is always so majorly affordable priced. So you can pick this up and not be out a lot of money, but have a really great eyeliner. And as much as I love NYX lip liners, I love NYX eyeliners just as much. You can find any color you're looking for, no matter how out there it is, you're going to find a NYX eyeliner to go with whatever eye look that you want to create that day. They're very forgiving, very easy to use. Plus, these are available in the drugstore, just about any drugstore that you walk into. So when you're buying your NYX lip liner, pick up some NYX eyeliners too. They are superb quality and a fantastic price. Since I made my foundation video, I have come across another foundation that has just absolutely blown me away, and I have added it to my regular rotation, and it is this one from Revlon. This is the Revlon Illuminance foundation. This is so fantastic on my older skin. And in case you're new here, I'm 61, I have dry skin, I have lots of texture, I have pores, I have lines, I have wrinkles. So if a foundation doesn't work for me, I don't keep it around. I have kept this one around. Been using it for about 3 weeks now, and it's what I'm wearing on my face today. It is such a gorgeous, lightweight foundation, goes on smoothly, blends in. It does sink into lines and wrinkles a little bit, but it's very minimal. It is so hard to find a foundation that doesn't sink into, especially deep wrinkles like the ones I've got on my forehead. But if it's minimal sinking in to where you can't see it unless you're going to grab a magnifying mirror and stare at yourself like this, you know, that's okay with me, because 9 times out of 10, if it does that and you notice it, you can just do this and they're gone. And that's the case with this one. And while it does sink into these deep wrinkles up here, I don't find that it sinks into my 11s or around my mouth, doesn't gather up around my nose. So this is a beautiful foundation from Revlon. It's one of their new ones. Again, it's called Illuminance. This is definitely one to look for in the drugstore. I won't spend a lot of time on foundations since I just did a foundation video recently, and most of the ones that I'm going to be mentioning are in that, and I will link it in the description box for you. But Flower Beauty is a foundation that I would look for. I understand it's in a few drugstores still. Their website is still not showing that they're selling anything, so we're still waiting to see what's up with Flower, but if you can find the Light Illusion foundation, I would pick it up. These two from Wet n Wild, can't beat them. This is the Photo Focus Dewy. They also have a version of this that is not dewy. If your skin is not as dry as mine and doesn't have as much texture or pores, you might like the regular Photo Focus. I love the dewy one. And for a no makeup, but still really great coverage that will even out your skin tone, it's the Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. Both of these Wet n Wild foundation products are fantastic. They are both super affordable, and you need to grab these when you're at the drugstore and you're buying your next foundation. A foundation from the drugstore that doesn't get nearly enough love, in my opinion, is the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation. This is such a beautiful, lightweight foundation, very skin-like finish, a very light finish, maybe up to light medium, and it just works beautifully on my mature skin. So this is one from the drugstore that I will always pick up when I'm shopping. And my ride or die, a holy grail, of course, is still the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Foundation. They do have a regular True Blend that's not hydrating. The hydrating is the one that works best for me. I love this, and I already have a backup in case, you know, this one runs out without me noticing it. So this is definitely one that I grab from the drugstore. Finding an under eye concealer for mature under eyes is no easy feat, but the drugstore has come through with some really good ones, and here are the ones that I really love. My absolute favorite, I don't know if you can find it at drugstores. I think maybe some drugstores carry them, but I get mine on Amazon, and it's from Catrice. And this is the True Skin High Cover Concealer. I love this concealer. It doesn't crease on me. It doesn't break up. It doesn't slide around. It covers my orange under eye color corrector, and it just looks beautiful all day long. And it is so affordable. So if you can't find it in a drugstore, you can definitely get it on Amazon, but it's definitely one we're trying. This is one my daughter turned me on to, and this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. It works almost the same as the Catrice True Skin. I just don't think it covers as well as the Catrice, but it's no slouch at covering up my orange color corrector and my dark under eye circles. Again, it doesn't crease, it doesn't slide around, it is very long lasting, looks great at the end of the day as well, and it's from Milani, so you know you can find it at the drugstore. We're back to Flower again. I don't really know if it's in any drugstores or not. It is on Amazon still, but this is their Light Illusion Concealer. This isn't my favorite, but it's not a bad one either. This one creases a little bit, but a little bit of pat, 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 pat will take care of the minimal creasing that I tend to get with this concealer. I really like the finish of this. It's not overly radiant, it's not flat, it doesn't play up any imperfections under my eyes. So if you can find this at the drugstore, this is a good one to pick up too. This is the Age Perfect Radiance Concealer from L'Oreal. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad either. I get a little bit more creasing out of this than I do the other ones that I prefer to use, but again, it's not a horrible creasing situation. Plus it stays put and it looks really good under the eyes, and again, a little pat, 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 pat will take care of any of the minimal creasing that you may get. So the Radiant Under Eye Concealer, the Age Perfect from L'Oreal, another really great drugstore option for under eye concealer. I recently discovered this one. This is the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 Concealer, and it's got caffeine and vitamin C in it, so you're getting some skincare benefits with this concealer. There's a little bit of creasing with this, but it's not bad. I really like the way that it looks under my eyes. It's not flat, it doesn't show up any imperfections, and it can be found at the drugstore and at a great price. So when you're in the Revlon section, Take a look at this. Nobody's talking about it, and it's a really good one. Some drugstores carry Revolution Pro. A lot of them don't, but you can find it in the affordable drugstore price section at Ulta. And it's Revolution's Pro Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. I like this concealer. Not only do I use this one under my eyes, sometimes I also use it on my face. I've got broken capillaries here, and this just does a wonderful job. It works well with my color corrector to hide any imperfections on my face that I might want to hide. So this one from Revolution Pro is a really good one. Find it at Ulta or find it at the drugstore and pick some up, because it's definitely one you want to have in your rotation too. And finally from Maybelline, this is the Age Rewind Eraser, and I lost the top to mine. This is a really good one. This is a little bit drying under my eyes, but not so bad that I won't use it. The coverage is just absolutely out of this world. And this has been a bestseller for Maybelline for a long time, and for a reason. It is a beautiful under eye concealer. It's available at the drugstore, at Walmart, on Amazon. You can find that one anywhere. There aren't a lot of highlighters that I trust on my 61-year-old very textured skin with the lines here, the little smile lines, because a lot of the times highlighters really play up imperfections on the skin. And I'm going to be honest, these do too, but not as much as a lot of other highlighters do, and they still give you a very nice sheen, a nice glow, a nice lift to the face. So these are the highlighters that I look for at the drugstore. This is the Skin Lights from Revlon. This is their prismatic highlighter, and this one is in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. This one is supposed to be a dupe for the Amrezy that, gosh, who had it? Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think. I don't know. I never got Amrezy. I do know that this is a beautiful, nice gold tinted highlighter. It leaves a nice sheen on my face. It gives me a nice lift and a nice brightening to my skin. So I really like this one from the drugstore. Essence. Can't beat the price on these. You have the Sunlighter, and then you've got the regular highlighter. These look gorgeous on the skin. These are not overly glowy and overly glittery and overly highlightery. They just leave such a beautiful glow to your skin, and they're really good about not showing up texture very much. So if you want a really nice glow to your skin and you don't want to pay a big price, look for these from Essence when you're at either the drugstore or in the affordable section at Ulta. My go-to highlighter is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder from Wet n Wild. This is a little bit more glowy and a little bit more shiny than the other ones that I've just shown you, but I love it. They have so many different shades. This one's Blossom Glow, and it is my absolute favorite. I'm wearing it today, so I've got a little bit of highlight going on. Like I said, this one's a little bit more shiny, but if you go in with a light hand, even on older textured skin, you can get away with it. And it's at the drugstore. It's a beautiful price, and it's a beautiful product as well. You can find all kinds of wonderful blushes at the drugstore. Whether you're looking for a powder blush or a cream blush, the drugstore has it and at a great price. And most of these here are better than any of the high-end blushes that you can get. I love the blushes from Milani. These are their Cheek Kiss Cream blushes. This is their Flower Powder Blush, and this is the Baked Blush. All three of these formulations are fantastic. They are smooth. The color payoff is wonderful. They last all day. These cream blushes are so easy to blend in. The powders don't look chalky. Milani is killing it with blushes. And so these are some of my absolute favorite drugstore blushes. While you're shopping in the Essence side, get the blush from Essence. This is so incredibly affordable. And these formulations are so beautiful. They blend, they stay, and the colors are just gorgeous. And again, it's Essence. You can't beat the price on these. So the Essence powder blushes, I love. The e.l.f. Putty Blush, I love these. You can build these up to whatever intensity you want without looking like a clown, because you start off and just build it to where you want it. These lay so gorgeously into the skin. They kind of sink in and become like one with your skin, and it just looks like you've got a natural blush going on. And tons and tons of colors. And I understand they have a luminous putty blush now. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to the store tomorrow. I'm going to get some. The e.l.f. putty blushes can't be beat. The Revlon powder blushes. Nobody talks about these, and I don't know why, because they are an absolute find at the drugstore. They are smooth. They are pigmented out to wazoo, and the color lasts all day long. They're priced very affordably. They've got a ton of different shades. So next time you're in the Revlon section of the drugstore, look for these powder blushes. I think that you will be very pleased with these because I sure am. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Blush Sticks. I love these. This is Floral Majority. This is Peach Bums, and I think they have one other shade that's more of a nude shade that I haven't picked up yet. These are just beautiful. You don't need a highlighter when you wear these because there is a nice sheen with these. They blend in beautifully with the fingers onto your cheeks, and the beautiful flush that you get from them is going to last you all day long. So grab these Wet n Wild Mega Glow Blush Sticks next time you're at the drugstore, and you can skip the highlighter when you get these. And my absolute favorite blush right now is not sold in the drugstore, but it's in the affordable side of Ulta, and this is the Blushed Rouge Palettes from Juvia's Place. This is volume 4, and this is what I am wearing today. I am wearing this lightest shade right now. Looks a little bit scary in the pan, but it looks gorgeous on the cheeks. These are very affordably priced, especially for how much blush that you are getting. They are incredibly pigmented, so it doesn't take a ton to build up a gorgeous flush of color on your skin. This is going to last you a very long time, so you're getting a heck of a deal when you get these from Juvia's Place. The drugstore has some wonderful setting powders for older skin. Ones that will help cut down on any shine that we may have without accentuating texture, without making us look dry and cakey and making our skin look dull and tired. I really love this one from Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Believe It Face Powder. This is a powder, but it feels so creamy and so smooth. I find that I can put this on with a brush, and a lot of setting powders I cannot apply with a brush, but this one I can without it looking cakey because it does have that creamy consistency to it, even though it is a powder. All of the butter products from Physicians Formula I just love, but this facial powder I adore it. It is a really, really good one for older skin from the drugstore. The number 7 Lift and Illuminate is a find. People were talking about it for a while, but nobody mentions it much anymore, and it is a fantastic powder. It is a pressed powder. I think they have a loose one. I used to have the loose one, but I think I used it all up. But even though it's a pressed powder, it works so well on the skin. I put it on with a damp beauty sponge, and it doesn't look chalky or dry on my face, but it does set my makeup beautifully, and it doesn't show up any imperfections. So the Lift and Illuminate from number 7, definitely a find at the drugstore. People aren't talking about it anymore, but it is still a hidden gem. The e.l.f. Halo Setting Powder. You can go a little heavy with this one, and you can look a little cakey, but if you put it on with a damp beauty sponge and are very careful with it and use a good setting spray afterwards, this one is beautiful. It gives you a halo glow, and I'm not talking about a greasy look or a shiny look. It just makes you glow. Plus it sets your makeup to where it stays all day long too. And it's e.l.f., so you know it is affordably priced. This one is an OG for a reason, and it is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder. This is pretty good for setting under the eyes, as long as you put it on with a damp beauty sponge, but it'll set the rest of your face as well. It can look a little cakey, so make sure that you do get some setting spray on it to cut down that powderiness, but once you do that, this is a beautiful powder for older skin, and it's very affordably priced at the drugstore. I was going to do my favorite eyeshadows and lipsticks, lip products from the drugstore, but then I realized that this video would be like, 6 years long, so I'm going to do those in another video that will be coming out soon. If you want to make sure that you catch it, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and ring the notification bell so you'll get a notification when an upload goes up. If you like this video today and like videos like this, give the video a thumbs up and share it with somebody that you think might like it as well. And if you want to follow me on my other social media accounts, I would absolutely adore to have you over there as well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and and I am really excited to do the drugstore eyeshadow and lipstick video for you. So I'm going to go in there and start digging around and find my favorites for you. I will talk to you next time.